Hello beautiful, welcome back to my channel. My name is Bettina and I'm a makeup enthusiast. In today's video I'm doing my next update on my Partners in Cream project pan. So this is all of the progress that I made on my products in July. I am basically doing a full rotation today. I did meet all my goals on my products, so if you want to see how I went, then stay tuned. But before we get into the update, if you are new around here and you haven't already, you want to keep up to date on this project and on my other project pans that I'm doing this year, then I hope you'll consider subscribing down below. And without further ado, let's get on into it. In this project so far this year, I have been working on like usage goals. That's going to stop today. So for the remainder of the year, the products that I'm rotating in, I am going to try and use them up completely. So I am setting myself a little bit of a challenge, but I do want to try and get some products out of my collection in the cream product category. So that's why I've decided to start them now in the hopes that I might have them done and dusted by the end of the year. I have my little tally sheet here and I have my products in front of me. Let's start with my bronzer. So I was using my Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood contour wand. My goal on this one was 50 uses and I did manage to get that one done a couple of weeks ago, I think it was, or maybe like last week. And I did decide totally changed like my mind on the little sponge. I did decide like at the quite early on in July that I had had enough of the little sponge on the end, so I ripped it off. So it's gone. It's gone completely. I know when I was using this a couple of months ago, I was like, oh, it's not too bad, the sponge. I don't mind the sponge. And then I just decided one day, I was like, it's done. I've had enough of the sponge. So ripped the sponge off, 50 uses on this one, and I am sitting probably about halfway, maybe a little bit over halfway through that one there. These do come with like a massive air bubble in them, so I think if I probably rotated this over for maybe another 50 uses, I would be very close to having it completely finished because, you know, in the grand scheme of things, there's not actually that much product in these. So 50 uses on that one. And then I was working on my Milk Cream Blush. This is the cream blush in Work. So you can use this on the lips and cheeks. I just use it on the cheeks. My goal on this one was 20 uses. And again, I did meet that goal. I don't think you're even going to be able to see like how much the level has dropped by, but you know, I did make a little bit of progress in terms of like how the level is sitting. I don't even really have anything to compare it to because when you wind it like completely down, it like goes all of the way down in the tube. And when you wind it completely up, there's like nothing to mark it against. So I'm just going to count that I've done 20 uses on this one and be happy with that. This one's going in my collection. Then we have my eyeliner. For eyeliner, I was working on the LH Cosmetics Orvea Flash. I actually really like this color and it goes really well with any kind of neutral or like bronzy toned eye looks. So I did enjoy this one when I was using it. 10 uses was my goal on this one and I met this one like quite early on in the month because I think I only had like 4 or 5 uses left to go on it, so I like smashed that out super quickly. I do think that maybe sometime next year I might rotate this in to try and use it up completely because it's one that I think I can use fairly regularly, like for everyday work makeup and the likes, and it incorporates quite easily into a lot of looks that I wear on a regular. Next up, I was working on a Stila Glitter and I was for the past couple of months working on my Stila Glitter and Glow in the shade Peachy Sheen. My goal on this was 10 uses and again, I did manage to meet that one. I think I did the last use like Friday night when I was going out. I did use this for my makeup then. So got it through just on the final hour. Got it through with my 10 uses. So I think if I manage to get the one that's replacing this one used up, I think I'm going to bring this one back and try and get it finished before the end of the year because this again is one that I think I can incorporate into makeup quite regularly and it still kind of be easier to use, easier to incorporate, and like you can just use a little bit to add like a little bit of sparkle and it's not like over the top. So this might be a contender to come back. It might come back at some point later in the year depending on how I go with its replacement. Too Faced Glitter Glue is still going. Again, I've been using this a little bit regularly because I've been like pairing up with the Stila, or I did have, I think I had a shadow in my project last month in my Pan Those eyeshadows that this one worked really well with. So I did get a few uses in this one over the past month or so. So we're getting through it very, very slowly, but surely we're getting there. And then my first empty for the year comes from, my first empty for this project for the year comes from the lip liner that I rotated in last month. This was the what did I decide to call this one? This was like the No Brand Pink or something. I can't remember what I decided to call it, but I managed to get this one finished today. I did power through this one because this one kept breaking in my sharpener. I think it broke like 3 or 4 times in my sharpener. So I got through it quite quickly because every time it broke like a really huge amount. I don't know whether, I think it must have been like broken within the actual pencil as well. So that's why it kept breaking off, but I got it finished. I did use this one. I was actually tallying up how many times I used this one, and I did use this one 18 times to get it finished. And as I said, there was those few times that I managed to, or that I made a lot more progress on it because it kept breaking in my sharpener. So yeah, this is what she's looking like rolling out. And I do believe that I have this one measured when I rotated it in last month on my sheet. So I will insert the little clip for you guys as well, because it's always fun to compare how much progress you made. But yeah, I made a shit ton of progress on this one over the past month, just because the damn thing kept breaking on me. So that's all of my products that I was working on last month. Too Faced Glitter Glue is rotating over. Everything else is getting a full refresh. Now, all of the products that are coming in, I want to try and get them completely used up before the end of the year. So to replace my bronzer, I am going to bring in my Smashbox contour stick. This is in the contour shade. This is how much is left of this one, and this one is definitely my oldest bronzer contour type cream product in my collection. This is the last one that I have from this little trio, so I really want to try and get it finished this year. I want to get it completed this year. I am wearing this today as like a bit of a contour bronzer type dealio. I'm hoping that I've left myself enough time to completely have this one finished, because these do, in the past, they have taken me, you know, a good solid couple of months to get through. So I'm hoping, given that we're in August, that I've given myself enough time to work on this one, and I'm really hopeful that I can have it finished before the end of the year. So that's replacing my bronzer, and I do think that I might try and keep track of how many times I'm using these products, just so I can give you guys an understanding of like uses and how much progress I'm making. To replace my blush, I am going to bring back my Becca Beach Tint. This is the Watermelon Moonstone. Now, I don't love the scent of this, but given that it's on my cheeks, it's bearable, and it dissipates quite quickly. So I did add a few drops of my Inglot Duraline in there, and I've mixed it up. I'm hoping that it stays well enough for me to get it finished. I've made a lot of progress on this one over the times that I've rotated this one in, but I have decided that I really want to finally get this one finished, just because the texture of it has changed a lot and I need to keep rehydrating it. It dries out a bit, so I want to definitely try and get this one totally finished up before the end of the year. I am wearing this on my cheeks today. I think it looks beautiful on the skin. It gives you like that really kind of blush lighter kind of look, like that really glowy blush effect. And I'm not wearing any highlighter today. I'm just wearing the Smashbox and this powder over the top, and done. So yeah, I do really like how this looks on my cheeks. So I'm hoping that I'll get lots of use out of it. And I think that it's something that I could definitely layer a lot or use on its own. I like how it looks on its own, and I also like how it layers with other products. So I think it's a good one to rotate in. To replace my eyeliner, I'm going to bring in this little NARS mini liner. This is the High Pigment Longwear eyeliner in Viva Veneto. I have panned one of these in the past, so I do have experience panning these. It's an alright black liner. I am wearing it like on my waterlines today. Yeah, it's alright. This one is a sharpenable one. The one that I panned in the past was a retractable one. I think given that this one is a sharpenable one, I might find myself getting through it a little bit quicker. I'm not quite sure. I'll have to gauge and see, but that one's coming in as well. As I said before, I am going to replace my Stila with another Stila. I am going to bring back my Stila Glitter and Glow in the color Embellish. I really want to try and get this one used up. This one is one of those ones that's kind of more of a bit of a it's more of like a shimmer on the lid as opposed to a glitter. It comes off kind of more like a metallic shadow as opposed to like a glitter, which I like that kind of formula on a more regular basis. And I think this color is something that I can really incorporate into like work makeup and stuff like that. I do need to rehydrate this though, so we'll see how we go. I'm finding that these mini Stilas, I have to rehydrate them a fair bit, but I'm determined to get them done and dusted. And I find that once I rehydrate them, they do work still really well for me. And I don't mind rehydrating them, if that makes sense. Like, I'm too much of a tight ass to just throw them out. I'd rather like hydrate them with my Duraline by Inglot, or I just often just use MAC Fix Plus and like mix it up, and it works a treat. And then last but not least, another spoiler, I am going to bring back my Nabla Close-Up Lip Sharpener. I did say last time when I rotated in this no brand one that if I finished that one, I probably would bring this one back. And I've decided to do that. I thought that it would be longer before this one came back in, but that hasn't happened, but who cares? Who cares? She's coming in. There's not much left on this one actually, I think. Given that this is a better quality pencil, I'll probably not make as much progress on it. Like, this one doesn't break as easily as this one did, and it doesn't like get snapped off in the sharpener as much as the other one did. So this one will probably take me a couple of months, but it is a color that I can wear fairly regularly. So we'll make progress on it, just not as quick progress as the last one. So those are my products that I'm rotating in. It's going to be a bit of a challenge, and as I said, I am hoping to get those products finished before the end of the year. I'm really hoping that maybe I can at least do a rotate out on my Stila, maybe on my Smashbox. I'd like to get an opportunity to maybe bring back my Fenty bronzer that I had in the project earlier this year and just try and hit pan on that one. So I would like that opportunity, but I don't know how long this is going to take me. In terms of eyeliners, I think this will probably take me till the end of the year, just because I don't wear black all of the time. The blush will probably take me a while, just given the formula, and I don't need much to use this one. And I think that the lip liner will take me a couple of months, but I do believe that there will be an opportunity to rotate something else in before the end of the year. That's my predictions. I am going to try and keep track of my usages, and I'm also going to do my little like progress tracker with like the level, especially with the pencil products. So the eyeliner, the lip liner, and the Smashbox, I will have my little tracking level sheets going as well, which I know it makes it a little bit more exciting for you guys when I do have those extra little bits and extra ways to track my progress. That is my update for my partners in cream. If you are working on any of your cream products in your collection, let me know down in the comments how you're going on them. While you're down there, if you did enjoy this video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. If you are new around here and you want to keep up to date on all of my future projects and all my future updates that I'm doing this year on my project pans, then make sure you're subscribed down below. That's it for this video, beautiful. I hope you're having an absolutely fantastic day. I hope that you are staying safe, healthy, and looking after yourself, and I'll see you on the next video. Goodbye, beautiful.